everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm from Philippines.
Where are you from?
Molokai.
No, but where are you really from? Romania, right?
Yeah.
Talk in the camera. Say, I'm from Romania.
I'm from Romania.
Danika, where are you from?
I'm gonna go to my dad.
Can I talk to you on this one?
No.
Oh, no. We got Dave. We're getting ready to do the movie, so I'll let you know.
Okay. Getting out of the way of the camera.
This is Danika. This is Danika, and she's almost 3 years old. And she likes swimming, and she's into surfing. She's got a surfboard, and she's a lot of fun. She's a good dancer. She can sing.
So where are you at here, and what are you doing, and what's your name, and who are you, and what are you doing?
Oh. Well, I am taking care of my daughter, and I love living on Molokai. It has a lot of wide open spaces and not a lot of people, and it's God's country.
So you're a captain. You have a boat and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. We like that's my ministry, is to take people out in the ocean and make sure they have a great time experiencing the dolphins and the whales and the deep blue.
So what do they do here at the Kolapa House?
Oh, everybody they all get together and hang out and share the food, and people they they want to talk, they want to open up, they want to find out about God and how God can change their life to where you instead of living for yourself, you just want to start living for God, God's kingdom. And
I didn't know there was going to be a map here. Map? Yeah.
And this is my friend Mike over here.
I'm not a friend. Here, he's doing good, and he's eating. We got lots of mangoes here. He's chewing his food. I should let him chew his food. Don't worry, you don't have to say anything. Just smile. Look good.
I want to go down and see that back there after we go swimming. Christian retreat.
It's time to eat, children. What are we gonna eat?
Ice cream!
Made out of what?
Pineapple!
All right. What would you like to eat, Danika? This is where we do our music. We have Christian tapes there. We just recently did the cement. Point out the cement job we did there, Francis. Yeah, that's nice. There's our stove. We're replacing a window right now here. And we've got our signs up here. And our pantry. Well, I gotta get some of this food together for the little kids. We've got, this is not beer, by the way. This is ginger. This is Loma Linda Vegetarian Link. It's sauerkraut. We'll make a dish. And where is the can opener? Get the can opener. Cut. Oh, hi! Good to see you. Mwah. Good to see you, Mary. Hi, Evelyn. How are you doing? Oh, nice to see you. Mwah. Good to see you. Mahalo.
Brenda, get the kitty.
Oh, yeah, get the cat there.
Who is that? That's Brandon! We gotta climb up this thing. Go, go, go! Come on, Josh, you gotta get us! Honey, get the camera of it!
Molokai, Hawaii. I started studying nutrition in about 1974, and I thought that I really knew something about it just for my personal use, until I met Stephen Jenkins here and realized how little I really knew, reviewing some of his information from various sources. I would like to tell you now about some of the body work here and some of the nutrition and hydrotherapy. Start with body work best by Dr. M.T. Morter, bioenergetic synchronization technique. It works upon the electromagnetic polarity of the body. We have conditions sometimes that such as back problems, which can be corrected by a chiropractor but then seem to return, or maybe we have all our problems on one side of the body, or maybe we have a weight on the bottom part of the body and skinny on the top. And this can be corrected by correcting the polarity of the body, and it's a very simple technique. We simply find tenderness on the back of the neck and another tender spot on in the area of the sacrum, and holding these 2 points together while the individual holds their breath, and it corrects the polarity of the body. When we hold our breath, our body goes into a survival mode. Because the brain must maintain oxygen supply, the body has to get the oxygen from wherever it needs. So when we hold our breath, then the body takes the oxygen from the muscles relax, and by holding these 2 points until we feel a pulse, a synchronized pulse similar to a cranial sacral technique, this corrects the polarity of the body. Then another technique is applied kinesiology, developed by Dr. George Goodhart. Applied kinesiology uses the meridians, which were used in Chinese medicine, the acupuncture meridians. Dr. Goodhart found that there are specific muscles associated with these meridians as well as the organ system, so by challenging the muscle for stress, we can identify a weakness in the meridian system and correct that. It's corrected by neurolymphatic massage, neurovascular holding point, meridian trace, goal guide tendon or spindle cell mechanisms, various different mechanisms like that to correct. Then there is Touch for Health, which is another form of applied kinesiology, which was developed by Dr. John Thie to be taught to lay people so that families can balance each other in the family. There is Anma, which is the Japanese style massage, and from Anma came Shiatsu. So you may be familiar with the pressure point massage of Shiatsu. Anma uses also kneading and some other techniques to that, stroking, kneading, and the pressure points. Now I have read that there are 5 types of Shiatsu in the United States. There are basically 2 types, however. One is the Namakoshi method, which was the original method, which works on nerve point stimulation, and then there is the Zen method, Zen Shiatsu, you may have heard of. Zen Shiatsu is based on the acupuncture pressure points. So basically all of the pressure points are the same, or most of the pressure points are the same no matter what technique you're using. Then there is the regular Swedish, deep tissue, lomi, myofascial release, those kinds of standard massage techniques for relaxing muscles and creating a better circulation, things of that nature. There is neuromuscular therapy, which is used for improving conditions such as carpal tunnel syndrome and whiplash injuries, things of that nature. That was developed by Paul St. John using the trigger point research from Dr. Janet Travell. Dr. Travell worked with President John Kennedy and relieved much of his discomfort.
Here at the Kolapa House.
Hey, everything's fine. Couldn't be better.
All right. Well, we've got some tent campers here, and here, and here. And we planted some aloe vera here. It's going to be growing up nice and big, so when we get sunburn, we can fix that. Now let's see what the little kids are doing over here. Well, what do we got going on here?
Hello.
Who's that little guy in there?
Me?
Pop your head out, both of you. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Can't see you, Francis. Stick your head out.
Hi. Hi.
And now what do we got going on up here?
Roofing.
Roofing.
Roofing, huh?
So right now we're pounding in nails.
What kind of roofing are you putting on there?
Microphone!
Agriculture.
Can you hear me?
Agriculture. Fancy roofing.
Uh-oh.
Fancy comp roofing.
It fell off. Right?
It's fancy. It has
Architectural comp.
yeah, architecture.
Architectural.
Architectural comp
Okay.
roofing.
Excuse
He's
me.
learning wording.
Fancy word.
That's nice, Brendan. That we had donated, that's going to go in our little house up here. And that's going to go in up there. We're building in the back a little place for that. And another cupboard there. Now we're getting the roof on over here. That's going to be the massage and treatment room. Video room where we're doing copying and recording and stuff like that. We got chairs in here. The videos up there. And then people sit here and watch TV here from the bar. Of course, we got this for TV up there. We got the bulletin board started over there. And we've got kitchen coming along nicely here, refrigerator. And then, of course, that there. And we don't want to forget about our life in Platina, so we got posters all over the place there. See, Meadow Springs, Meadow Springs, Meadow Springs. And then, oh, look at this. Here's Karen's ad that she had, and I put it in the newspaper for her to get a job. See that? House cleaning, caregiving. And then we have different people have different jobs available. Kitchen, yard, PR, advertising, maintenance, webmaster, office helper, cook, and then Brendan circled yard. The yard's doing pretty good. And some notices to the residents. Looks like we got karaoke on Monday night here at a place down the street. The bathroom is coming along very nicely. As you can see, it's newly painted. And it's got new paint here, and a new toilet here, and a new sink here, and a new mirror, and a beautiful picture in here. And on the other side of that is another bathroom, which we can take a look at right here. And you go right in there. That was a mango falling. As you can see, there's now mangoes all over the place here. See? And you got to be careful because there's so many of them. They're gonna fall on my head. Don't be careful. Okay. So then we have another bathroom here. And yes, it's all sealed up using plywood that we got for free, so scraps and lumber. It's all screwed together nice and tight and neatly, and a door that we got for free, neatly installed. You gotta get some nice trim on that. But now we're putting a new window in that we got for free over here. Look right here. And when people give donations, or when they pay their utilities or their rent, they put the receipts right in there. And they go right into this box right here. Right there. Have an air conditioning. Nice places here for everything. And over here for our flyers and stuff. And there's the cash register, credit card machine, computers, our typewriter, and our filing cabinet. All right here. And people check in over here. They check in, they see pictures of the island right here. They get brochures if they come up the steps. If we're not here. And there's the tennis court and cars driving by. Here's another post hole. We've got to make the post go all the way up there. We've got one here, and we're gonna have this beautiful fence all the way up there. You can see how nice it looks. And we're so blessed and praising God for this car. We paid $100 for this car. We're just so grateful. Let's take a look at the front yard. The wind blew this window over. That was a little sad thing, but those, we've got a bunch of them. More coming, so. Here's the yard, how it's coming along. These little shrubs are really growing nicely. So let's go up here and see what's going on. Columbia. There's Stretch. Stretch, one of my buddies. They're over here. Here. Lots of mangoes.
Over here, and for 16 months I've been sleeping on a couch, and because I wanted to help the mission so much. And the house over here for 16 months.
Hi, my name's Donnie Shockley, and I came to Molokai after I did a tour in Iraq. I didn't really have much direction in my life, and I wasn't sure what to do, so I've traveled around, staying on various beaches, and I was pretty much homeless at this point. It's comfortable enough, but I needed a place to stay, and Stephen Jenkins and Karen Jenkins, whom I work with over at the Hotel Molokai, offered to let me stay here in a tent, you know, free of charge, and they offered me food. It's been pretty good, so I just wanted to say that these guys really are doing something good, and there's a lot more people than just me staying here that they're helping out. Okay. As you can see here by the tents, you know, there's other people here, good people. You know, I got a friend named Mike who's a good Christian fellow who I'm having some fellowship with, and a brother named Scotty who helps out an autistic boy here on the island. For some reason, I just got here, I'm not sure, but they don't want to be on the video, so I figured I'd offer their thanks as well. I don't think they don't understand what's going on here, but they're good people, and the Kolapa House is helping them out a lot.
16 months. I have not had a room to stay in, but this couch, this comfy couch. But right now...
Don't you get a little wet when it rains?
Yeah.
Now, where did you stay before this couch?
Tree house that I built up in the mango tree. It doesn't have a roof either.
So have you been, do you feel like your dad has been torturing you? Do you feel like you've been really suffering?
No, no, he has not been torturing me or make me suffer because of these reasons.
So you're glad to do this to help other people with the rooms, and
yeah,
it's been kind of fun. So show us the new room and tell us about this new thing that happened yesterday.
Yeah, we started building. I had an idea about we could build a bedroom right on the side of our house by cutting a hole in the door. So what we
Cutting a hole in the door? No, in the wall.
We cut a hole in the wall. So we started building the floor, and we got plywood with a little bit of money we had for my room.
You want to show us?
Sure.
Oh, we've got Joshua again and Bianca.
Yes, my bedroom is right there. It's small, but it has very fancy room.
Are you telling me that's your bedroom? Come on. What are you talking about? How do you get in there? There's a roof up there?
There is my entrance. My igloo-shaped entrance. It has plenty of space. It's about the size of a double-sized bed almost.
Alright. Very nice.
We're going to paint it yellow. And then I'm going to get blue sponge and put it to make it look nice. Hello. There's plenty of space. We're gonna put shelves in here. It's gonna be very nice. It's a grateful thing I've had about. I am so excited about this room. It's like my own little igloo. I'm just so excited. It's more exciting than my sailboat in ways. I'm so excited because I'm just so glad to have a room now on, because we're helping everyone else, and now I have a room. It's so awesome.
It's a little bit small, don't you think?
No, this is big. Real big.
What's so nice about it? Tell me what the exciting part is.
It's like an igloo. It's like, you know, it's small.
But tell me exactly why, I mean, not the design or whatever, but why is it so nice?
Because it's my room. What's cool about this room is it has a roof. So if there's another rainstorm, I'm not going to get wet. It has a roof, strong wall.
What are you telling me? You've been getting wet?
Oh, I've been getting soaked. Last rainstorm we had, all my stuff nearly got ruined. It got all soaked. And then I got hurt. I had to get staples and I ran into a sign. Because it was downpouring real bad.
Just walking down the street, huh? You ran into a sign?
No, I was riding my bike and I didn't see it. I was cold. So I had to get 5 staples and I wasn't able to go up to my treehouse to get all my stuff.
So you like this because it's pretty much shelter out of the weather then, huh?
Yeah.
And what else?
Well, it's comfy. It's a nice flat hard surface.
And it's part of the same building that your
Yeah.
dad and family are in?
Yeah, that's the cool part, because then if I want to talk to them, they're just right there. And I'm going to make this, I want to paint it yellow.
Do you feel like you've been neglected or having a real hardship to not have a room for the last 16 months?
Nope, it's just a good experience. Then you respect life better. You understand what other people have gone through.
Is there anything you'd like to say to people out there?
Well, what I'd tell them is we need to have a goal, and our goal needs to be is to help others. And we don't need, what we need to do is we don't need to think about ourselves as much. And you can, but not fully. You know, get a room, but try to give that room to someone else who's in more need than you.
As you can see, we just put in a shelf up there, and we got a closet I built. And this is the little den. It's a little cave we're making right there. It goes into a little sleeping area. And we got these nice windows. And you got a front door, and then a back door, which will go to the bathtub area, shower, and sink. And it's a little bit dirty, so we're building, but the oven goes up there, a little microwave, stove to the left, refrigerator, and a sink.
Predators, like the Tyrannosaurus, you know, it comes along and it wants to eat him, and when he eats him, he gets a mouthful of spikes, huh? So he doesn't die.
That's a cow?
It's a big dinosaur cow. That's what they are.
This is just a dinosaur, not a cow.
No, it's like a big cow. That's what it is.
Is there, does cows have these?
Nope. They don't need them anymore because there's no Tyrannosaurus Rexes running around anymore. Dinosaurs are way cooler than cows.
Is there cows here?
On the island? Yeah.
Where?
They're on the west end.
West End? Yeah.
Where the cowboys are.
Cowboys?
You never went to the cow.
There's various things in foods that we don't know what they are. They call them phytonutrients, and that's simply just a term meaning they come from plants, and people don't know what they are. The scientists haven't precisely identified each of these things. They don't have names individually, so they're called phytonutrients. but they are necessary. And so when we buy multivitamins or any vitamin substance, we're not getting all of the phytochemicals in there. And even if it's a whole food substance, we might not be getting the enzymes that are necessary. So we need to eat fresh, raw vegetables and fruits in order to get the necessary nutrition. Now also, there's one thing that a lot of people don't realize is what vitamins and minerals actually do. Now, we've heard this thing that vitamins are like spark plugs in the body, and well, you know, so we get some idea from that, but it doesn't tell specifically what's going on with it. Actually, what they do is they aid the enzymes in their action. An enzyme is the catalyst which causes a change in the body, and vitamins are necessary. They're called coenzymes. You've heard of coenzyme Q10. Well, that's a vitamin which assists an enzyme. And minerals also assist the enzymes, and they are called cofactors. So when you hear the terms coenzyme or cofactor, you know you're talking about vitamins and minerals which are in a complex with an enzyme, so the enzyme can do what it's intended to do. Now there is then Dr. Lorraine Day. Dr. Lorraine Day had a cancer. She had a huge breast tumor. And she tells us that cancer is not caused by an excess of breast, that they don't need to be removed. Cancer is not caused by a deficiency of chemotherapy or by a deficiency of radiation. That what we need to do is balance the body, and we balance the body by increasing our intake of fresh fruits and vegetables and decreasing the intake of such things that cause the acidification and the toxins, which are primarily meats and then some other foods. And in her case, she had a regimen of juicing, which she was eating in 1 week enough fruits and vegetables to feed probably a family of 3 or 4. And she consumed these by juicing, and that was in addition to her normal diet. But she was able to heal her cancer.
Now I'm going to just throw this in here and see how you can answer this. Isn't juicing a little bit unnatural? What about the fiber?
Well, the fiber, when you juice, people can go on a juice fast. When you juice, the juice is absorbed much more readily. It's much more easily digestible in the system, and there's so much more nutrition available from the juice than is in the whole fruit or the whole vegetable. However, in most cases, unless you're going on a juice fast or for some particular cleansing purpose, you would be eating a normal diet which would give you fiber in addition to the juicing.
Now this is a huge subject and argument. A lot of people, especially in the medical field, in the MD field, allopath, doctors and medical care professionals will argue that juicing is too concentrated and you need to get the fiber in there too. I'm going to just insert the fact that fiber is important, but it's not as important as nutrition. Nutrition in the form, as you're saying, these phytochemicals, vitamins, and minerals. So I think it's really important. What you're saying is absolutely true. And people watching this video, if they can hear my voice here, it's going to be a little bit quieter, need to recognize this fact and embrace the concept of juicing by virtue of the fact that it's worked for thousands and thousands of people. And when it comes to the concentration of sugar, we're not talking about juicing a lot of fruits. We're talking about juicing vegetables, dark greens, and some carrots, and putting carrot in there to make it taste good. It has some sugar, but dark greens certainly don't have a high amount of sugar.
Okay. And yes, and I'll add also about the fiber in there. It's been promoted very often that a fiber in the diet reduces the incidence of colorectal cancer, but certain more recent research has shown that really it doesn't do much to reduce the incidence of colorectal cancer. There's still many reasons to include fiber in the diet, but reducing colorectal cancer is not one of those. Now, we will go on to the next doctor, Dr. Richard Schultz, has for people who have been ill and medical science has not provided the remedy that they need. He has a program that's called the Incurables program, which he recommends for that. Bowel cleansing, increased water intake, juicing, exercise, the use of herbs, and hydrotherapy. And hydrotherapy is an extremely important point. It involves enemas and high colonics, as well as hot and cold treatments and baths and things of that nature. There is a more popular doctor, Dr. Gary Null. You might have seen on PBS. He has written many books, and he has helped people to heal their conditions, such as reversing conditions such as Parkinson's disease. He has written a book called Power Aging, and in that book he has a Parkinson's protocol, which has not only helped the 85-year-old man to completely rid himself of the symptoms of Parkinson's disease, but it also grew his hair back. And Gary Null himself showed how he was restoring his own hair, or actually increasing the growth of his hair, a new hairline growing in, showed us on public television, and he said the factor for that, what was causing that, were the phytonutrients in this Parkinson's protocol. So I'm looking forward to testing that myself and seeing if that will work for me as well.
I'm going to insert a few more little points here before the sun goes down. You know, some of the people we're talking about, you're mentioning here, to me, they're all good people. But there's viewers out there that think they're just kind of crazy. What we're talking about here is helping people get well. We don't really care if people have a reputation of being crazy or any of that. What's important to us and what matters to us here at the Kolapa House, and to you, I'm sure, David, is if people are getting well. That's the bottom line. Do people feel better? Is their cancer going away? Is their health and vigor and energy increasing, or is it decreasing? That's the bottom line, correct?
Correct.
And these people are inspiring to you because you've seen and witnessed testimonies and people's lives changed for the better, getting well, and it's exciting.
Yes, it is exciting, and it's very rewarding. And it's in this day and age, it's so rare to find people who are really willing to do what is necessary to improve their health. So many people are so set in their ways that they won't change regardless of the consequences. And
medicine and mainstream medicine and the doctors that are out there, and even here in the Molokai community, they're aware that it's very difficult to get people to change. And so rather than going out and helping people change their ways, it's much easier, and it's better for business, actually, a little easier to make the money, if you just treat the symptoms and use the materials that are provided in that field, the Merck manual, the medications, and aid the people in their suffering, keep them happy. But that's not what we do here at the Kolapa House. The Kolapa House, we try to get at the root of the problem, and Dave here is bringing that out. Try to really help people get well from the bottom up. Start with the foundation.
That's the whole point, to help people improve their health and to recover from whatever conditions that they have. And we give them the information. We do as much as we can here. A lot people have to do on their own, and they might want to seek out other avenues from different places. There's one other aspect I want to bring out, one other therapy which I've been learning, is contact reflex analysis. And this is a very important therapy because it uses nerve reflex points on the body by using an indicator muscle, or testing one muscle for a stress response while touching these nerve reflexes. We can identify a particular organ system which is deficient, and by using a symptom survey, we can identify what nutrition is necessary for that. I'm only just learning that now. There are some devices which make this work better, the Claris Ally and the Combo, which I have not yet purchased those devices, and I'm I'm still learning this, but I'm looking forward to being able to use it effectively. There's also the emotional aspect. You have to be ready to be honest with yourself and to determine exactly what it is that you have that may be affecting you psychologically. So you can seek emotional counseling, psychological counseling from whatever sources you wish. I have recently begun myself referring to the Bible much more than I used to. And it doesn't matter whether you're Buddhist or like to read Confucius, or whether you rely on the Bible, you need some source. My source is faith in God and relying on the Bible for answers that I need to question. What else can I say? I'll end with one thing. Is we talked about getting plenty of water. The next thing we need, or the other thing, is sleep. Sleep is crucially important. There's a chemical called cortisol, which is produced by stress, and that is one of the reasons that we need to make sure that our emotional, psychological problems are taken care of. And we have to be honest with ourselves about what those are. But sleep, a lack of sleep, will also produce that. And cortisol is a wasting chemical. It causes atrophy of the brain and also atrophy of muscles, suppresses the immune system and things of that nature. So getting plenty of sleep is crucially important, as well as nutrition and the various other aspects that we've already discussed. If you want to write to me, you can contact me, David Baker, LMT, General Delivery, Kaunakakai, Hawaii, 96748.
And spell Kaunakakai for us.
Kaunakakai is K-A-U-N-A-K-A-K-A-I.
And I'm just going to add a little bit of extra here. We're grateful that David could be here at the Kolapa House working with us and helping the many people that come. We're hoping very much that we will get this room finished so we can accommodate the guests that come in a little nicer way than in the yard, or we really can't advertise much at this point because we're not set up for it. But in the next 30 days to 60 days, I believe we will be. And this is we're in June of 2008, so by July, by August, I believe we'll be up and running. But in the meantime, David is here at the Kolapa House, and I'm going to give you the address. The address of the Kolapa House of Charity. It's a charity house for people in need, but also a health and healing center, meaning that not that we treat people necessarily, but we teach people how to treat themselves. We teach people how important change is in their diet and in their lifestyle. So the address of the Kolapa House is 245 Kolapa Place or Street. But even I found an easier way to describe or give an address is just telling you simply that it's across from the tennis court downtown and the pool. And Kaunakakai is a very small town, so if you fly into Molokai at the Lehua Airport, the main airport, you can just call us. We'll be glad to pick you up and accommodate you with lodging and introduce you to David here. And you'll begin to learn through the videos, through lectures, and personal one-on-one just conversations. We'll answer your questions to the best of our knowledge. And if you want a phone number and a website, I'm going to give you that right now. So get a pen and paper and write it down. The website is Health in Hawaii. That's HEALTHNIN, Hawaii, HAWAII, at gmail.com. And if you request information, we'll send you a web link, several web links actually. And if you want to call us, you can reach us at 808-757-0214. Again, that's 808-757-0214. 0214. And I'm going to give David Baker here, LMT, a few more minutes here if he wants to say anything else to the viewers that are out there. And the viewers that are going to be viewing this are going to be people that possibly have a burden to help, but may not be able to be here, may not be able to actually help as we are. There's a lot of ways that people can help. Now, I'm not going to come right out and say money, but obviously money is one of those. I'd be a little bit fibbing if I were to say that wasn't one of the issues. It is one of the issues, and we certainly welcome. We are funded through our hard work and labor, some contributions, and as the guests stay here and pay, that helps fuel this mission forward. And the mission is to help as many people as we can on this island and around the world. But this little location here, it's a small place, but it is obviously located in the heart of Kaunakakai, the heart of this little island, and our focal point and focus is the local people of Molokai. So we encourage people that are watching this for that reason to help if they feel impressed to. But also this video will be watched by many hundreds, if not thousands, depending on how many videos I can produce. It'll be watched by people that are suffering from so many different problems. We know heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and strokes are all leading causes of death in the United States and other countries that think that the United States is the smartest country around, so they like to follow us. So Asian countries, Philippines especially, India, some of those countries, China and Japan are not quite feeling that way yet, and I think they have good reason to. They seem to be a little more intelligent when it comes to nutrition than us here in the West in America. And the Europeans as well seem to have their own independence. But there are many sick people that will be watching this that have given up, that think that they just don't have any more time, that the doctors have given up on them. And as we share these little points of nutritional facts with you, we want to encourage you not to give up, to not get discouraged, that there is hope. And I'd like for David to just share a little bit more regarding that subject.
What we are doing here is to help people either improve or to restore their nutrition. This is based very much on Dr. Schultz's Incurables program, in the fact that many things go together to increase health, and Dr. Schultz has helped people recover from things that are unbelievable, and they were at their very last. Not everyone can be cured from those. We would hope to have people here who have not gotten to that point, but may have health issues that need to be resolved, and so we do what we can to help you with that. Or if you just want to come to learn about being healthier overall, so you don't get into one of those positions of illness, then this is a good time to come.
And another point to make here is people can't be well and smoke, and so you know, it's kind of kidding yourself to think you can get healthy. So if you smoke, we do like to help people quit smoking. Whether it's 1 or 2 or 3 people, it doesn't matter. It is nice to have a group session. And we are in the process of scheduling some of those group sessions to help those of you who would really like to quit for good. And then we can start to work on helping you understand how to be healthy. Now I wanted to ask David here about Dr. Hans Deal and Eileen Luddington, Dr. Eileen Luddington, and see what he knows about their work. We are emphasizing to the locals here information to help them understand heart disease and strokes and how to avoid those conditions, as well as recover if they've already had, let's say, a heart attack or a stroke, how to rehabilitate their muscles and their nerves to get them working as best they can. Cancer, of course, is an epidemic, and diabetes on this island, but especially heart disease and obesity, as they go hand in hand, and seem, you know, obesity causes heart disease. So I'm going to ask Mr. Baker about that here and see what he has to say.
Well, Hans Deal and Dr. Luddington and various others, the work comes to basically is emphasizing a vegan diet, or the Genesis 1:29 diet, which tells us that that the plants and the fruits, the vegetables were put here to us to survive on, and that is what is best for us to eat. And if that is the diet that we maintain, then we will be healthy and we won't have to worry about the disease, because the body will have what it needs to fight whatever disease can come up. There are so many toxins and poisons and diseases that are passed on to us through animal products that if you were to really learn the background on those, you would be astonished as to what's going on. I was recently converted to I won't say I'm vegan yet, but I'm certainly more vegetarian than I was. When I came here, I thought that eating a little meat now and then was perfectly fine, that we need protein with our meals. And since then, I've determined that avoiding meat is the healthiest way to go, and that a vegetarian diet will provide all the proteins that's necessary. Actually, all plants contain some amount of protein, and if we eat a varied diet, then we will have a complete protein.
So do we have any books and videos and DVDs that we can hand out to people on a donation basis or for a fee? Is there, do we have materials, resources here available to the people of Molokai and abroad?
We have videos that we can show on the television here, and there are some books available, and certainly if there were a need, then we would do what is necessary to provide for that need.
Well, we're very grateful that you could be here with us, and we thank you for your time and your knowledge and for sharing it with all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Francis. I'm from Philippines. I'm from California.
Where are you now?
I'm at Hawaii.
Whose house is this?
Ours.
Who built the house?
Us. My brother. And me. And all the people.
Who is the main guy?
The main guy.
Who is the main builder? What's his name? This house right here. Who built it?
Me and Brendan and you.
Me? Who's you? Who is me?
You.
What's my name?
Steven.
What? I thought I'm Daddy. Okay. Well, we got a bathroom here. The toilet's under there. You can't see it. See? It's back there. Got a window. Look at this. Big.
And the movie's up there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, good place. Mama really cleaned up the place, huh? This is a big bedroom. You can shut the door there, and you can't really see in here really well, but there's the cave over there. See that? It's the cave. It's a small room. You can sleep in there, and it has a secret passageway. So nice. And then there's a closet we're building. You can't see anything, so I'll have to do it later. Can you believe this? This is really awesome.
Yep.
Jesus helped us make this, huh? Say hi in the camera.
Hi.
Who do you love the most in your life?
Jesus.
Then who?
Mom and Daddy.
Oh, thank you.
And Brendan.
Do you love Daddy?
Yeah. And Brianna.
Brianna too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You miss her?
Yeah. And Grandpa.
Grandpa?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Grandpa. Just Grandpa.
Grandpa who?
George.
George? What happened to him?
George of the jungle. George of the jungle.
Oh, okay. What happened to him?
He died.
Where is he?
In the hospital in a tiny box.
That's not in the hospital. Where is it?
I don't know. In California.
In the motorhome. Okay. Well. We've got Pastor John and his little boy here. And John, we want to know just in a few words your experience there, and will you tell us where you went?
Okay, I spent a couple of weeks in the Philippines, had a wonderful time there, and a couple of days we went up to Kolapa with a group from Ormoc, and we helped get them established to start the downstairs of their house there at Karen's and Stephen's family over there. Had a wonderful time, really enjoyed the fellowship and the nice hospitality we enjoyed with their family, and it was nice to see them getting a start at their new house on a beautiful little property with a stream flowing next to it and all.
Now, we were struggling to get funds to that project. How did that work out? What exactly happened?
Well, we were able to, I know you raised over $1,000 and able to send the money over there and get them started. That money helped buy the supplies to get started, the materials to start the building, and we left the rest of the money with them to continue the building.
Then you're gonna have to.
Well, thank you very much. So in your eyes, you saw that the money was going as intended and things were progressing forward, huh?
Absolutely. When I left there, they had about three courses of block up on the okay, about 3 courses of block up on the bathroom for the bottom floor of the house, and on their way to building. So yeah, they had a good start, and I think good things are happening.
What do you think of our little house here?
Oh, this is nice. It's simple, small, but very nice.
And the cave over there, it just keeps the kids entertained.
Yeah, I think that's great for them, having their own little play area.
And Brendan here, he just informed me he's got a ticket to go to the mainland. So you want to tell us about that, Brendan? Now is your chance. What happened?
Okay, I go check my email at the library and I find out that my papa emailed me saying that he got me a ticket on June 11th, which is next Wednesday. So I'm gonna be leaving at 7:25 at night and going to Portland, Oregon, and then California, and I'll be in California at 11:25 a.m.
And oh, all right. And now Mom here did something really neat. She, you want to explain what we did? What you did, I mean?
What I did?
The credit union. You went there?
Yeah, I went to credit union and borrowed loan for $1,000, and I sent it to my parents. But then I have to pay $91 every month, so I have to earn that to pay back. That's about it.
Stephen?
Yes.
I would like to just say one final thing about the trip over there. I think it would be so well, we had talked about this, if we could follow up and maybe this fall the two of us go back over there together. It would be great if the funds could come in where we could do a trip together and help see this project continue on and maybe to its completion, at least see progress made. So that's my desire, is that we could go over there together and continue working with them.
Yeah, I'd like to have my wife go. And Francis, did they say much about Francis wondering, asking you questions, how big he was or anything?
Basically just how he's doing and how the family is and all that. So I let them know everybody's fine, and Francis is growing up. He's about my son Joshua's age, just a little bit older. And so yeah, I let them know everyone's doing well.
we going? And this guy here has already been there. What do you say? Do you suggest this hike?
It's a good hike for the first 3 hours or so. Take a staff with you, I'd recommend. That was my downfall. But I got one on the way back.
Is it kind of hot and it's all uphill?
It's hot in many places and it's up and down, but it's mostly uphill, but there are some downgrades.
Okay, good.
Getting up toward the pine forest, it gets steeper.
All right. Did you get rescued or did you make it?
I got rescued half the way back down, but I was still walking. It just made it a little quicker coming back down. Once I picked up the staff, then it was a lot easier for me.
You had to call 911 or?
I called 911 and they couldn't, our connection couldn't keep you, so I just kept walking down the mountain and waiting for them. I only called them to make sure that I didn't have some injury or get stuck up there or something, just to make sure they would get back down.
Yeah.
So they came up on a four-wheel drive ATV.
Oh, good.
You know,
okay. And so, Brendan, are you excited? Do you think it's going to be dangerous or what?
I don't know.
And you go up there.
All right. That's John, the captain. You're looking forward to this?
I'm
okay.
looking forward to this, Steve. I'm excited to hike.
What about you? It's my auntie, Aunt Roberta. Here's Mary. We're hiking up to the top of the mountain.
You mean up this way?
Yeah.
Oh.
John and James and Mike. Well, this is the beginning of this road. It's no trespassing, but there's no sign.
Never even the road yet.
I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit tired already just from the walk.
Oh, and you're in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, dry. There's no star thistles. Do you know what star thistles are? Did you meet those guys?
No.
They're a really bad thorn all over. You have to go to Middletown and Clear Lake and Lake Berryessa and those places to find it. It's not as much in Napa Valley, but it's really all right. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm doing fine, and we're sweating, but we're doing good. See how far down? That's way down. Getting tired?
Nope.
All right. Way up there, there's the ocean. Headed for the tree line. It goes through this dry area and then you get up into the forest and you've got pine trees and it's just beautiful.
Wow.
We're in the desert, but not for long. And there's the ocean, and there's our town, and there's the pier right down there.
Echo! 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 I love you.
It's a ponderosa pine tree full of pine cones. You got a pine cone there? Right here in Molokai. Kakai down there in the pier where we have our boat. And this is a beautiful island here. We hiked up behind our house. And you can see Lanai in the distance. And Brendan here is in a pine tree. And James, some caves and a very nice canyon over there. It's beautiful. And we've got eucalyptus and a pine forest up there, and it just gets prettier and prettier as you go.